John Schofield was seen as a rising star in the world of journalism when he was killed covering the war in Yugoslavia 25 years ago this weekend. He was just 29 years old. But despite the widespread admiration of his peers, John had no idea he was held in high regard. His widow Susanna resolved that future young journalists should not find themselves lacking support and set up a charity in his name to mentor those entering the profession. Katerina Vitozzi reports.
Sarajevo has stayed comparatively quiet this morning, apart from the occasional crack of a sniper's bullet.
His name, his face, his work might not be familiar. But John Schofield was a journalist.
Houses were still burning this morning as Sarajevo woke up from a day and night of bitter fighting.
He was killed whilst covering the 1995 conflict in Croatia for the BBC. He was just 29.
John, who was working for Radio 4's The World Tonight, was travelling with 3 colleagues when they came under fire from Croat troops.
Now, 25 years after his death, John is remembered by those that worked with him not only as a great reporter, but a good man.
The thing you remember the most about John is?
Youth, enthusiasm, honesty, just a lovely person.
As I remember John, he was a wonderful man.
He always wanted to go. He always wanted to be there, to witness the event as it happened.
And these are qualities John's widow wanted to honour. Susanna Schofield founded a charity that helps young journalists by matching them with mentors already established in the media.
And when John died, I was swamped by letters, all saying, he was a rising star, he was going to be the next leading journalist. He knew nothing of this. He really didn't think he was rated by his peers. He was constantly looking over his shoulder. It is, and it still is, a cutthroat industry. It's highly competitive. And I vowed then that no young journalist should be in that position where, at the age of 29, not even 30, to die and not know their worth.
I've been a trust mentor for a year to Layla Wright, a journalist from Liverpool. And although I'm more comfortable being the one asking the questions,
are we ready when you are?
Today it's her turn.
So why did you want to become a mentor?
I wanted to try and help in some way to create a sort of environment that I wished had existed when I was starting out. I didn't know anyone in the industry. I didn't even know that you could really ask for help of people who were already in the industry. Although it's, getting more and more diverse, at that time it was quite small, and it was who you know really that got you in. Maybe 15 years later, is that still the impression you get?
Definitely, it's so true what you said. I think sometimes it seems like an echo chamber, the people, sometimes it can be a really daunting industry. I'm a freelancer in Liverpool, don't really know many, journalists, and I think it's so important to have a network and have a safe kind of space to say, you know what, maybe I'm struggling with this, or some more advice. Just having a place where you can go and chat, and I think that's why I wanted to kind of become a mentee.
And that network means opportunities for people who might not otherwise have got a foot in the door.
It's such a vital scheme to get people from different backgrounds into this industry. If you think about this industry, it's still overwhelmingly people that have private education or people that are of a certain background. My dad was a plumber. My mum's a stay-at-home mum. I didn't know absolutely anyone, and I didn't really understand how it all worked. And having a mentor that does, and that can push you, and that can answer all of your really, really silly questions is just priceless.
John Schofield's life was cut tragically short, but his legacy lives on. Katerina Vitozzi, Sky News.